Evening, gang. It's Tuesday. It's the Tuesday quiz. Tuesday, the 26th of May, 2020. Welcome along to our Tuesday night quiz, boys and girls. I've tidied myself up a bit. I was just talking to my sister on the phone there a little while ago, and I was in my usual trampish wear. Yeah, I don't look particularly good during the day. I'm not joking. I don't dress up like this all the time. Can you imagine, man, going out like this? Not that there'd be anything wrong with it. I'm not 100% happy with this tonight. Doesn't seem to be hanging right. Whether that's due to the excessive extra weight around my stomach or not, now that I've done the 3-camera thing, I can undo that button there. Why do I let you into all these secrets? There's the button that's underneath there is really tight now, and once I've done from that camera over there, I won't use that again tonight probably, so I can undo it. So I've got, like, you know those girls that go out and they've got their midriff showing? You know, they've got the tight leggings on and the crop top with the stomach showing. Well, that's what I'm like now behind this desk. No, you're not going to see. Absolutely not. All right. Well, I tried something new this afternoon, as many of you noticed, I see. And that was having like a holding picture telling you what time the show is going to start today. That kind of worked very well for you all, didn't it? That was a suggestion, actually. I think it might have been Dan. Possibly it could have been Dan. Dan S, who's I think is with us today. Hello, Dan. Dan S, who's usually with us, and suggested that we put up the advert for the show more than 5 minutes before it's going to start. So this afternoon I was sitting and I thought, oh, I think YouTube do like a kind of, how would you put it, like a test card. Like a test card, sort of. So you put it up and you get, everything's ready. So all I literally have to do when I come in, apart from turn the other computers, is push a button that says go live, and it's already set up. And that kind of worked quite well, I thought, today. The only thing is, of course, I sit here sort of an hour before the chat show in the morning usually, and I've get news stories. Well, you probably couldn't do that night before because you might miss something that you want to use that's just come out. So I don't know if that would work, but certainly having like a holding picture up there saying today's show starts at 2 o'clock. You might be on the computer. So, oh, right. Well, what's the time now? Oh, it's only 12 o'clock, so it starts at 2. I think that was probably a good idea. So if that was Dan or whoever it was that suggested that, good idea, and I've put that to use. So thank you very much for that. All right, like a holding page. I'll try and do that. I could set one up tonight for tomorrow morning, but then I'd have to be here at that time. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to schedule things too much in case, you know, for one reason, you know, my eye won't open or something like that first thing in the morning. So there we are. Very pleased to let you know the bingo man called me today. When I say a bingo man, he's a proper computer programmer. It's his job. He's been doing it for years. I've known him for about 14 years. And we had at-length discussions on the phone today about a brand new bingo program which he's going to try and write for us. He's just got to come back to me with a price, and we'll see how we get on with that. All right. The new pens arrived. The new I'm a Winner bingo pens have arrived. I can't show them to you yet, because, you know, when parcels come into this house now, they go straight out and they are de-virused, boys and girls. They are de-virused simply by sitting in a cupboard for like 4 days. Anything that there is dead by the time I pick them up. We can't be infected, dear. Who's going to sit here and do this show if I'm infected? Exactly. Okay, so the new pens have arrived. They look and they're metal. They look very, very nice. They look sexy. A little bit like myself this evening, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. They look very, very sexy on there, all right? So I'll show you those as soon as I can, all right? Be much appreciated if you hit the little like button, the thumbs up button under the video screen there at any point during the evening, and that's always very nice. Thank you very much for that, okay? So we're starting about 3 minutes' time. Let's see who's with us. Let's start right at the top. I can get up to the top there. Mick Davenport's there. I noticed a couple of you chatting. The chat box can be open way before I start the show. So, as I say, if I put that holding thing up there, I can leave the chat box up and you could pop on and off at any time and sort of chat to each other if you want to. Because I know many of you have become friends now, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful to see that, all right? Evening to Dr. Gregorian. There's Rachel. Evening, Rachel. Fran Green, Diane Jebb, George Bond, Mike Rees-Ponto, live from Bracknell. It's the quiz of the week. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yep, that one. Dan S. There's Dan. Scammer Basher, good evening to you. James Humble in the house. Russ V. also there. Gary Davidson, good evening to you. Jonathan Holland, John and Sophie are in the house. You're always there, John. Very, very reliable. Very reliable, like my IBS. My IBS is very reliable. It only happens, I know it's always going to happen, if I'm sitting in traffic in London. That's that's when it happens. Evening to you there, John. Paul Sinclair, welcome to the show, Paul. Hello to Shane. Good evening, Shane. Evening to you, one of our singers there. The aircon is working. It's lovely and cool in here. It was really hot when I came in here about half an hour ago. Very hot when I came in here. Good evening, Andy. Andy, commoners mark me? I don't think so. I go to afternoon teas, you know. Well, at least I used to before this dreadful stuff came around. Good evening to the lovely Mari Lowe. Evening, Mari. Still haven't decided what to do about the Barry Manilow tickets yet. Can't decide what to do, whether I should wait and see if they move the date back a bit further, because August is far too early to be going out to a place full of people. You know, it's only, what is it? Well, mind you, it's 2 months, or that's 8 weeks. Perhaps that is a long time. Maybe I should take note from you and sort of hold on for a while and see what happens, yeah. Daniel Woodhouse, good evening to you. It was Daniel, was it? Okay, I knew it was a Dan. It was Daniel who suggested that about the timing. So I'll try and do that now. I suppose, really, I could always put a holding thing there and add the information to the show later on, really, couldn't I? All right. Kelly Kim in the house. Good evening, Kelly Kim. Adam the plumber. The lovely Laura Barnes. Lovely picture of Kelly Kim. She's got her bump now. The baby isn't too far away now. We want pictures of the baby when it comes, thank you. Evening to Lee Toby, Sean Pye, Stephen Petty. Your mug is in the post. That would have been picked up this morning. You might even have it tomorrow. First class, Stephen. We don't do second. First class only, my love. Okay. Gary Responto. There's Emily. And that's it. Excellent. Excellent. Everyone is in the house. And you know what? It's 8 o'clock. Shall we play this week's Tuesday night quiz? All right, once again, 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. It's time for our Tuesday night quiz. We've got 5 rounds for you this evening. First round, general knowledge. Second round is the children's round. For those of you that have sort of less than 3 brain cells in your head, that one's for you. We have the picks round, which is pick and mix tonight. We have a current affairs round, and we have our world famous music round. That's all coming up in the next hour and a half or so. All right? So, as always, play exactly as you want. Should you feel the need to cheat, feel free to cheat, because there's no prize, there's no leaderboard, nothing like that at all. It's just playing the game exactly as you want. Play with a team, on your own, doesn't matter. All right? Pens ready then? I'll read out the questions, write down the answers. As I finish each round, I'll tell you what the answers are, and you mark them yourselves or you hand the paper to someone else. All right? You ready then? Round 1, general knowledge. This is the hardest round, okay? I thought we'd start hard and then go soft. Round 1, question 1. Who was the first person to top the Sunday Times Rich List in 1989? Number 1, who was the first person to top the Sunday Times Rich List in 1989? Number 1. You can guess that. You'd be able to guess that. All right. Evening to Peter Pallywoda. I should be very careful, Peter. It's not in the post yet. I might not post it now after that comment. How rude. I might not post that now. I don't think Peter's going to get his prize. There's going to have to be pain and suffering issued to Peter I can't even say the name. Peter Pallywoda today, Mandy. It's him, darling. It's him. Okay. Any idea who that was? Number 2. In the book and its film version, which creatures, and I quote, sound like Rice Krispies after you pour the milk over them? Number 2. In the book and its film version, which creatures, and I quote, sound like Rice Krispies after you pour the milk over them? Question 2. It might, if that's what you think, Lee, then you write that down, my dear. You write that down if you think I'm the richest person in the Sunday Times list, dear. All right. Number 3. A defunct national airline and an extremely popular brand name first introduced in 1984. And it's 2 words. Okay? It's a defunct... What is this? A defunct national airline and an extremely popular brand name first introduced in 1984. What's the name of it? Question 3. Okay? Not what was it, what was the name of it? But I mean, actually it's the same answer, to be honest. Paul and Lou think this is easy today. I'm very pleased to hear that, Paul. Okay? If you think I'm going too fast, just say. If you think I'm going too slow, keep your mouth shut. Because that'll be my sister. Oh, can't you go a bit faster? Number 4. Known as the greatest raid of all within British military circles, which French coastal town was attacked by British commandos on the 28th of March 1942? Number 4. Known as the greatest raid of all within British military circles, which French coastal town was attacked by British commandos on the 28th of March 1942? Number 4. All right. You'll probably get your fridge magnet tomorrow, actually, Peter. Everything's gone off now. All the little prizes have gone. Number 5. Who is the wealthiest African American woman in the United States? Again, that's one you can guess easily. That's really easy. Number 5. Who is the wealthiest African American woman in the United States? Number 5. She's very popular, she is. I'm going to have to do another button on this shirt. Now, do not let me use that other camera now. It's literally... See, from there, they're open from there. Kelly Kim, have you got that problem as well at the moment, my love? Number 6. Which of the following was the last man to win a Grand Slam tournament with a wooden racket? Gary, if Gary's with us today, it's a multiple choice question, you lucky thing. Is the answer Yannick Noah, Boris Becker, John McEnroe? You can't be serious! Or Bjorn Borg? Nothing to do with ABBA. Number 6. Which of the following was the last man to win a Grand Slam tournament with a wooden racket? Was it Yannick Noah, Boris Becker, John McEnroe, or Bjorn Borg? Number 6. You can't be serious! Evening to Paul Atkinson today. I am fatty tonight, Jason. I am fatty tonight. All right. Here's number 7. What was silent film Roscoe Arbuckle's nickname? Number 7. What was silent film star Roscoe Arbuckle's nickname? Number 7. Let me read that again. Number 7. What was silent film star Roscoe Arbuckle's nickname? Number 7. I think the BBC should have me back as a remake of Ask the Family. Do you remember that? Where they get all those family members. Very different. The quizzes on the telly were very different to what they are now. You know. Evening to Gav out and about there. Evening, Gav. Chris the Buddha. How blooming rude you are. I don't think you'll be winning a raffle anytime soon, Mick. Here's number 8. Gozer, Gozer, Gozer is the main antagonist in which popular film? Number 8. Gozer is the main antagonist in which popular film? Number 8. There's Mandy. Okay. Number 9. What is the most populated city in the Americas? Number 9. What is the most populated city in the Americas? Number 9. Okay. And the final question on this round, number 10. What is Europe's only double landlocked country? Number 10. What is Europe's only double landlocked country? Number 10. All right, there you go. Ba, 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 da, ba. The end of round 1. Da, 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 da. How did you get on with that little round there? Was that all right for you? Oh, it's really hard. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Righty-ho. Whatever you do now, get ready to mark yourselves or hand your little bit of paper over to someone else. And I'm going to give you the answers. Give yourselves 1 point for each correct answer. Here's number 1. Who was the first person to top the Sunday Times Rich List in 1989? It was Queen Elizabeth II. She only lives down the road. Just down the road from me here, dear. She's always popping in for tea. Oh, yeah, not recently, over the last few weeks, but she used to pop in for tea. There's number 1. I get all the special cutlery and all that out when the Queen comes round. I mean, if you came round, you'd just get a Sports Direct mug. The Queen has the little cups, you know. Bone china, darling. Even I won't drink out of them. Number 2. In the book and its film version, which creatures, and I quote, sound like Rice Krispies after you pour milk over them? The answer is the Langoliers. Langoliers. The Langoliers. I think that's how you say it. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that film. Anyone seen that? Langoliers. There's number 2. Number 3. A defunct national airline and an extremely popular brand name first introduced in 1984. 2 words. The answer to number 3 is Air Jordan. Air Jordan. I wouldn't have known that. Wouldn't have known that. Number 4. Known as the greatest raid of all, which British military circles with which French coastal town... known as the greatest raid of all within British military circles, which French coastal town was attacked by British commandos on the 28th of March 1942? The answer to number 4 is Saint Nazaire. Nazaire. Saint Nazaire. Okay? Number 5. Who is the wealthiest African American woman in the United States? Now it's the number 5. You should have been able to guess that one. Is the delightful Oprah Winfrey. Everyone likes her, don't they? Oprah Winfrey. Number 5. Okay. Number 6, which is the following, was the last man to win a Grand Slam tournament with a wooden racket. Number 6 is Yannick Noah at the French Open 1983. Yannick Noah on that one. Okay. I hope you're doing all right, Kelly Kim. Number 7, what was silent film star Roscoe Arbuckle's nickname? Which is funny, because just before I asked that question, Jason Hughes called me Fatty. And the answer to number 7 is Fatty. Wouldn't call that now, would you? All the millennials would be out in force. Ow, why are you fat shaming them? Because they're fat. What a stupid question to ask. The answer is because they're fat. Anyway, so the answer to that one, number 7, is Fatty. Okay, Fatty. Number 8. Gozer is the main antagonist in which popular film? The answer to number 8 is Ghostbusters. Bum ba 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 bum. Da 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 da. Ghostbusters. Yes, that one. Number 9. What is the most populated city in the Americas? The answer to number 9 is Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo, I think it is. Saopaulo. Sao Paulo. Paulo, is it? Is that how you say it? Paulo? Is that Brazil? That's Brazil, isn't it? Is that where the Church of the Holy Redeemer, the big statue, is on top of the mountain? Am I ready there? Mick says you're not fat, you're obese. Incorrect. Morbidly obese, I think you'll find I am, Mick. Just ask Rachel. She knows all about it, darling. And number 10. What is Europe's only double landlocked country? The answer is Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, okay? Liechtenstein. Good evening, Gary. He's watching there. Just sent a text through. Got a text number there as well, all right? Hello to Lillian. A very good evening to Lillian. Hello, Lillian. Did I see Ludo there somewhere? Is the chat working tonight? Yes, thank you, Gavin. Why, you ask? Can you not see anything? I hope the Queen pays bedroom tax. I think she's got a few spare rooms. Yeah, what? Not for you, mate. Not for you. You wouldn't be allowed there. She don't have people like you in her house. Must be having a joke, aren't you there? Oh, dear. All righty. There you go. Add up your scores. What did you get for that round, my darling? Christ the Redeemer is in Rio de Janeiro. Oh, is that a different place altogether, Laura? I was talking to my sister earlier on the phone. She says, you haven't got a geography, Rand. She's not very good at geography. No, she's not. The only place my sister seems to be able to find her way to, she can sniff out a toilet a mile away. Oh, my God. She has to, if she sees a toilet somewhere, she has to go and use it. She runs in some places. She literally runs in past you and rushes in the toilet. My sister. Right, what do we get? Good evening to Team Central Station, Ephra. 3 on that one. Andy, 6 out of 10. Hello to Gary, there he is. Mike Responto, 2. Wow. Paul Sinclair 6. Diane Jeb 2. Mari 2. Gary Davidson 6. Gav can't see all the messages. Gavin, there's a few people having issues with their message box at the moment, including me. My numbers don't accumulate or go down. They just come on and they're there. They don't change at all. So there's a few people having issues with text boxes at the moment. It's probably not you, Gavin. It's something to do with YouTube, I imagine, all right? So don't worry too much about that. I believe refreshing the page helps, but you have to kind of keep doing it, which is blooming annoying, isn't it? Paul and Lou got 1 out of that one. Mandy Davenport, 2. Jonathan Holland, 1. Never mind. Google says Google had 10, I had 3. Kelly Kim, 2. Oh, my God, blimey. Well, I withdraw my application. If I ever have children, they're not going to your school, darling. Dear me, I don't want them all come out thick as anyone, like the people on this channel, my love. I don't think any of this lot have been to school ever. Ludo, Team Belushi's got 5 there, and there's only 2 playing tonight. Why is that, Ludo? Oh, don't they like me anymore? Am I not loved anymore? I'm not feeling loved tonight, Ludo. I feel unloved now. Unloved and unwanted. It's always been like that for me. Unloved and unwanted. Unloved and unwanted, that's me. Thank you, Ludo. Nice to see you there, sir. Bonsoir. Sean Pye 3 there. Laura 1. Paul 1. Serena is in the house. Good evening, Serena. Only 1. Dear me. What's going on there? Stephen Petty. Is it Paul, your dad? I think it's Paul, is it? Tell your dad to play properly and stop being a party pooper. Have we got problems? Just hit him, Stephen. If your dad's not playing along properly, just hit him. Oh, I can't be doing with all that. Oh, you must talk to them. No violence. No, hit him, dear. Or even better than that, Mandy Davenport's doing a very special offer on private pain and sufferings at the moment. Have a word with her. She come down. He won't do it again, darling. Not once she's done. She's got all the torture stuff, you know. Now removal things and things that she clamps on there and ties you down and all that business. That's why I think Mick married her, to be honest. Scammer Basher got 10 now. I think you're cheating, aren't you, Scammer? Doesn't matter anyway. Fran, 3 there. All right, Fran. Pub alarm again. Oh, Christ, again. You're not being broken into, are you there? And there we are. Shed repair video. Thank you, Jason. I must do that for you. And Paul Atkinson, 2 there. All right? All righty. Keep an eye on those scores. Well, I'd ask you what you got at the end of the night just for fun and that. Let's do round 2, shall we? Shall we move straight on? You don't want to break yet, do you? You won't want to break yet. Okay. Here we go then. Round 2 is the children's round. I know that some of you have got children with you this evening. Okay. They will be able to play this round. This is for people that have only got 2 brain cells in their head, especially for those sort of people. Okay. And looking at the list of people in front of me today, well, I don't like to offend anyone. You know me. The last thing I'd ever want to do is offend someone. So there we are. Here we go. Here we go. Number 1. Who is the fastest 100-metre runner in the world ever? The children's round. Who is the fastest 100-metre runner in the world ever? Number 1. Okay. Number 2. What is the name of Anna and Elsa's kingdom in Frozen? Let it go, 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 da 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 da. Okay, I like the outfit Elsa wore. My favourite bit is when she slapped him around the face. I like that. It reminded me of Mandy Davenport, actually, to be honest, it did. Number 2, what is the name of Anna and Elsa's kingdom in Frozen? All right. Number 3. How many wives did Henry VIII had? Dirty old man. Sorry. Well, number 3. How many wives did Henry VIII have? Number 3. Henry VIII. Come on, baby. Henry VIII. Number 3. Number 4. What's the name of the cowboy in Toy Story? Number 4. What's the name of the cowboy in Toy Story? Number 4. Hey up, Mandy's straight there. As soon as she hears that noise. That is what you call someone reliable. I like reliable people. People who are going to turn up when they say they're going to turn up. Ring when they're going to ring. Meet you when they say they're going to meet you. Very reliable, Mandy Davenport. I'm a big fan of bending over Mick, as you well know. Number 5. Who wrote The Gruffalo, Room on the Broom, and Tiddler? Number 5. Who wrote The Gruffalo, Room on the Broom, and Tiddler? Number 5. I was very good with the chocolate biscuits tonight. I only had 3 before I came up here. Usually it's 5. I've only had 3. I'm very pleased with myself. My weight's actually stable at the moment. 13.7, my weight. Can we ask the grandchildren? Well, you can phone a friend if you want to, Paul. No coughing, mind. A Eurovision round, Dan? I don't think they'd like that. It's not popular enough, Eurovision. That's a very niche thing. I try and do stuff that kind of would appeal to everyone there. I like to do one, but I don't think that would work too well. Number 6. What type of fish is Nemo? Number 6. What type of fish is Nemo? Number 6. Okay. I would have a little fishy on my dishy. I would have a fishy when my boat comes in. Dance to your daddy. Do you remember that? That TV series. You remember that one, Rachel? What was it called? Can't remember what it was called now. Anyone remember what that programme was called? Okay. Number 7. What is the chemical formula for water? So that's like, I think it's 3 letters, a couple of letters and a number or something like that, isn't it? Yes. All right. Number 7. What is the chemical formula for water? Number 7. It's quite pleasant tonight. It's very relaxed tonight. Don't you find this is very relaxed tonight? Very relaxed at night, my nighttime shows, aren't they? Number 8. How many planets are there in our solar system? How many planets are there in our solar system? Number 8. Number 9. Who was behind the gunpowder plot on the Houses of Parliament in 1605, which is when Mick Davenport was born, remembered every year on bonfire nights? Number 9. Who was behind the gunpowder plot on the Houses of Parliament in 1605, remembered every year on bonfire night? Number 9. Okay. Peter's clueless. I don't believe that, Peter. When the boat comes in, thank you, Sharon. That was the programme. Wonderful old programmes we used to have as children, didn't we? Eh? And number 10. How many players are there in a football team? One team. How many players are there in a football team? I think that's a little bit of a difficult question. I'll tell you why, because it doesn't say how many players are in the actual team, how many players are on the pitch in any one time. The question, I can only read out the question what it says here. I know nothing at all about football. I'm not interested in it. Number 10, how many players are in a football team? Number 10. Okay? There are your 10 questions on that one. How was that? Was that a little bit better? Eh? For the people with the single brain cells, you know. Shut up, Martin. I mean, I do like to do a round for, you know, people that are really thick each week now. I started this last week. Here come the answers. Do you want to swap your papers over or something like that? Here we go. Number 1, who is the fastest 100-metre runner in the world ever? Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, number 1. And those tight lycra things that he wore on. Isn't it a funny thing? Why does he carry around that large banana in the front of his shorts? Have you noticed that? What a funny thing to carry around while you're running. It's either that or a Frankfurter, one of the two. It'd be all sweaty by the time you finish, wouldn't it? Oh, the smell. Oof. Number 2. What's the name of Anna and Elsa's kingdom in Frozen? The answer to number 2 is Arendelle. Did you get that? I hope you got that. Arendelle. Arendelle. Oh, Carla missed out on number 8. I'll give it to you quickly. How many planets are in our solar system, Carla? Okay. How many planets are in the solar system? That was number 8 there, darling. Okay. Yes, and just imagine carrying around a Frankfurter in your shorts all that time, or a banana, or something like that. Running around on that old tractor, all that sweat. Okay. It could have been a cucumber, Rachel. I don't know, darling. Claire's growing her own cucumbers this year. Did you know that? Claire, yes, dear, yes. Number 3, how many wives did Henry VIII have? The answer to number 3 is 6. The answer to number 3 is 6. Sean says you can't run holding a packed lunch. Work it out, please. Number 4, what was the name of the cowboy in Toy Story? And what a lovely film that is to watch with family, especially if you've got little ones. I always like to watch those Disney things with small people. You'd get more out of it rather than sitting there on your own watching it. Anyway, the answer to number 4 is Woody. Woody. Number 5, who wrote the Gruffalo Room? Sorry, who wrote the Gruffalo, Room on the Broom, and Tiddler? The answer to number 5 is Julia Donaldson. Julia Donaldson. Number 6, what type of fish is Nemo? It is a clownfish. What was that say? That don't look right. That looks like a misprint. Is it a clownfish? Hang on. What type of fish is Nemo? Hang on a minute. Let's just write that in. I'll just check that for you. Is it a cloudfish? Oh, let's just take a quick look there. Nemo. Clownfish. That's a misprint on there. I've put clowny fish. It's a clownfish. I thought it was. Nemo is a clownfish. That's the answer to number 6. Number 7, what is the chemical formulation for water? Number 7, the answer is H2O. H2O. Very good evening to our silent viewers. Those of you not in the chat box with everyone else this evening, I know you're there, and you're very welcome to our show, okay? H2O. Number 8, how many planets are in our solar system? The answer is 8. 8 planets in the solar system. I wrote them down quickly. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, and Saturn. Okay. There they are. 8 planets. Some people don't include Pluto in there for some reason. I'm not quite sure why that is. Some people say it's not really a planet, it's more of a rock. But they're kind of, I don't know, they're all rocks, aren't they? Aren't they all rocks? That's the answer it says in front of me. Anyway, 8, okay? Number 9. Who was behind the gunpowder plot on the Houses of Parliament in 1605, remembered every year on Bonfire Night? And the answer is, of course, Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes, you're right, Lillian. That's a nice little picture. Little clowns there, little clowns. Clown, thank you, Lillian. I like that. Where are you, Lillian? I think you're new, aren't you? Welcome to the show, Lillian. Number 10. The answer to number 10. How many players are in a football team? The answer I have is 11. That's what's written down in front of me there, 11. You may know something. You see, I don't know anything about football. I'm led. I just read the answers. I'm not a particularly intelligent person, and that's true. I don't find myself particularly intelligent, but I have the numbers written down. That's all I'm reading out here. All right. How was that? Add up your scores. Let's see what you got on that one. All right, post them up there. Add up your scores. Neptune. Oh, is Neptune there as well? Oh, yes, you're right. Neptune as well. Well, that would make 9, wouldn't it? As I say, yes, Neptune, I missed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. That's what I was saying to you. Some people don't include Pluto. Some people don't include Pluto. So I think 8 or 9. We'll accept 8 or 9 on that one. All right? Yeah. Yeah. We'll accept 8 or 9 there. All right? Let's see. Oh, that's flashing up quickly there. Let's have a look. Andy 9. Henry VIII wife. Is that what you got that one? Oh, okay. So many wives. Andy 9. Good score. Mike Reese 5. Oh, come on, Mike. You must have got more than 5. I think you're lying. It's just winding me up now. Has this gone off? Well, I've got used to the temperature. We'll have to drop it another degree. Yeah, thank you for reminding us about Neptune there. Gary 10 there. Kenny Kim 10. Yes, Kenny Kim. Paul Atkinson 8. Laura Barnes 10. Diane Jebb 8. Mari 7. Fran Green 8. 9 planets, yes, 9 or 8. We will accept 9 or 8 on that one. DSLG2. It's an unusual name, that is. DSLGDG2. George Bond got 5 on that one. Peter Paliwoda 5. That's all right, Peter. Whatever. It's only a bit of fun anyway. Sean Pye 7 there. Paul and Lou got 6 on that one. Mandy 9. Shania, Pluto is a dwarf planet. It's not included in the list of planets anymore. Yes, I'd heard that before, but some people do still include it in there. So that's why I would say I'll accept 8 or 9 for that, I think, you know. Paul, 9 out of 10. Would have been 10 if the grandchildren hadn't gone to bed. Paul. Guy and team Central Station there. Ephra got 8. Steve's dad is finally playing now. Excellent. Jonathan Holland, 10. Hello to Stanley Scott. Welcome to the show, Stanley, there. All right. Ludo got 9 there. Pluto is now classed as a moon. Is it really, Alan? Okay. Emily got 5. We always knew it as a planet growing up. We always knew it as a planet. That's why I think, 8 or 9 on that one. Emily got 5 on that one. And Gary Butler got 9 there. Congratulations to Gary Butler. All right. Okay. All right. That's not bad, is it? Pluto was a dog. A Disney dog. We like Disney dogs. We like Disney very much. Okay. That's all right, isn't it? All right, let's move on then. Keep an eye on those scores. Just keep adding them up as we go along. Did I read out yours, Ludo? 9 out of that one. That's all right, isn't it? That was the children's round. On we go then. It's time for the picture round, boys and girls. Going to show you some pictures. They're a mixed bunch of questions on this one. It's pretty obvious what the questions are. Okay, just have a little look at the pictures. Let me just get those up for you. There we are. You've got an actor. You'll see 2 lots of pictures and they scroll. I've slowed those down a little bit more. So each thing will stay up there for about, I think, 10 to 15 seconds now. And it'll move on to the next one. It'll hold there and then go back to the first one. That's to make it bigger on the screen. I think it was mixed some weeks ago now, so it was difficult to see when you had all the pictures if they're watching on a smaller device or something like that. So I've split up the page, okay? So you've got on the picture round an actor, a comedian, a singer, a toy, a singer, a TV detective, a footballer, an English dessert, you should be good on that one, Mick, a television presenter, and a film, okay? On the picture round, 10 of those. All you've got to do is name them. I'll give you about 8 or 9 minutes on this. All right? So here we go. Here comes the picture round. Write down the answers. Oh, it started at 7 there. Doesn't matter. It'll go back to the other ones in a minute. I'll just play you a little bit of music for the 10 minutes that this is on, okay? Sorry, gang. I noticed a plug out there that suddenly got a little bit louder there. Sorry, gang. Carry on, carry on. You're doing very well, very well. my darlings. All right, 2 minutes to go, boys and girls. 2 minutes to go. Did you do all that? Did you do all that? Oh. Did you do all that? How was that round? Sorry, I got my Tourette's again. Sorry, that does happen quite often while the camera's off. If you see the camera going off randomly, it's usually me with my Tourette's, unfortunately. Okay? All right, how did that go, my darling? Funnily enough, thank you, Mike. Yes, it's the old music I used to use for the show, actually. We're not quite sure what it is, to be honest, but I'm sure it's out of copyright. And that might come back at some point. I've got several versions of that. That might come back at some point, that piece of music, all right? While you were doing that, and swap your papers over and we'll do the answers. While I was doing that, I just received an email from the chap who's going to hoping to write the bingo program, who's come back with to me with a price that I'm very happy with. So I've given him the go-ahead to start writing the program. So fingers crossed. It will take some time to do this because he does have a full-time job and he's kind of doing this as a little bit on the side. I mean, we'd all like a bit on the side, to be honest, wouldn't we? I wouldn't even try it, Mick. Don't even try it, sunshine. You know what'll happen. There we are. And he's just come back to me with a price and I've given him the go-ahead to do that. So really pleased about that. Things are moving along. We can improve. I'm always looking for the next thing. Do you know what I mean? A way to improve it. Probably the best way to improve this show would be to have a completely different presenter, I suppose. But that's not going to happen. Shall we do the answers? All right, here we go then. Number one is Richard Gere. Richard Gere. Number two is Chris Rock. Chris Rock. Number three, wonderful musician, Billy Paul. Only the strong survive. I think that's my favourite one of him, Billy Paul. Number four is Mr. Potato Head. Number five is K.D. Lang. She's beautiful, isn't she? Don't you think, K.D. Lang? Beautiful. Number five, K.D. Lang. Number six, Jonathan Creek. There's Mandy. Number seven, James Vardy. It's all right, Mandy. It's your husband again. Number eight is a Manchester tart. A Manchester tart. Looked a little bit like a cheesecake, but if you look carefully, you could see it wasn't a cheesecake. Number nine is Jules Holland. Jules Holland. And number 10 is Analyze That. Okay? Number 10 is Analyze That. There you go. Add up your scores. Let's see what you got for that one. Jason wants a bit on the side. One of his neighbours is gorgeous. Sean, I had a bit on the sideboard once and over the kitchen table, but that's another story. Mick put me for number 4. How rude, potato head. Come on, let's see what we got there. What scores did you get on that one, my darlings? Wait for those numbers to come in. There we go. Andy got 8 out of 10. Good score, Andy. 8 out of 10 for young Andy. By the way, I've created a quiz night playlist on YouTube. So if you look at my channel, look for my playlists, quiz nights, I'm putting them all on there. So if you ever, bored at home or you want to upset people, then just put one of those on and you can play along to one of the old quizzes. Maybe one of those that you haven't played yet. All right. Andy, 8 out of 10. Paul and Lou there, 6. Mandy, 8. Good scores on this one. Gary Davidson, 8. Diane Jeb, 5. Mari, 5. Scores on the doors, that's right. What was her name? Larry Grayson's sidekick. Oh, that wasn't Anthea Redfern. That was Bruce Forsyth. Oh, she was such a nice girl. Wasn't she Scottish? What was her name? Larry Grayson's sidekick on the Generation game there. Jason Hughes, 7 on there. Paul Sinclair, 6. Guy and Team Central Station. Oh dear. Club Ephra, 4. Ooh. Fran Green got 8 on that one. Well done, Fran. Peter's got dementia. Who are you? So who am I? Why am I sitting here? Oh, don't take the mick out of people with dementia. Oh, for Christ's sake, get a sense of humour. Kelly Kim, 6 on that one. Sean Pye, 6. Laura Barnes, 5. Jonathan Holland, 6. Gavin Bass, 6 on there. Gary Responto and Mike got 2. Very low scoring over there, Mike and Gary. Are you doing something else? I bet you're not paying attention. That's what it is. I bet you've got the telly on at the same time, haven't you? That's why your scores are so long, dear. So low. Where did we go? Jonathan Holland, 6.5. Where'd you get half from? I never gave permission to have halves. Half, Jonathan Holland. Fun things to do with tech, 6 on there. Ludo, 7. 7 for Team Belush is there. Very good there. Very good. Stanley Scott. You're right, Stanley. He got 7 as well there. Isla Sinclair. Thank you, Gary. Isla Sinclair. I wonder what she's doing now. It was her only job, really, wasn't it? Her and Anthea Redfern. The only thing they ever did, I think, was the Generation game. I might be wrong with that, actually. I don't know. Isla Sinclair says Park Ness as well. Gary, yeah, Isla Sinclair. That was it, Sharon, wasn't it? Shut that door. Shut that door and enjoy the Generation game. My younger nephew doesn't play this. He plays another quiz. Oh, yes. Apparently, I talk too much. You know, that's the support you get from someone that you've taken abroad on two nice holidays. Not watching that. You talk too much. My younger nephew, Jimmy. Rude. Him and his girlfriend sit there playing it. The other quiz from someone else. Not me. I talk too much. Can you believe that? Can you believe that someone would think that about me? Offended. Is that it? Okay, you done that one? All done? Yep. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Okay, you ready for another round then? Current affairs. Okay, stuff that's been in the news or is in the news. Stuff like that. All right? Okie doke. Here comes the current affairs round. Oh, we haven't been using our little jingles today, have we? Here we go. Current affairs round, here we go. Number 1. Number 1, who has become the United Kingdom's newest knight at the age of 100. Number 1 has become the United Kingdom's newest knight at the age of 100. Number 1. All right. Pain and suffering for Mick. That's what we like to see, Mandy. It's him, darling. It's him. Number 2, If you've been wishing you could enjoy a TV or radio show with friends during lockdown, the BBC is the BBC is trialing a tool to allow just that. What's its name? Number 2, if you've been wishing you could enjoy a TV or radio show with friends during lockdown, the BBC is trialling a tool to allow just that. What's its name? Number 2. Ludo and Clara sang your jingle beautifully. I'm glad to hear that, Stanley. I've got 3 of those. I've got 3 quiz jingles. I'll play it again in a moment. Another one. In between the 2 rounds. Number 3. The Labour Party's annual conference has been cancelled due to the coronavirus and I'm going to try and Diane Abbott not be able to find how to get there, I think. I don't know. Anyway, Labour Annual's Party Conference has been cancelled due to the coronavirus crisis and will be replaced with online events. In which city was it due to take place? Number 3, Labour's annual party conference has been cancelled due to the coronavirus crisis and will be replaced with online events. In which city was it due to take place? Number 3. You talked about those C5 cars there, aren't you? Oh, they were death traps, weren't they? When you seen that tiny little thing on the road, ridiculous. Number 4, large firms who borrow from the UK taxpayer during the coronavirus crisis will be banned for doing what, according to the Treasury and the Bank of England. Very, very sensible, this. Number 4, large firms who borrow from the UK taxpayer during the coronavirus crisis will be banned from doing what, according to the Treasury and the Bank of England. Number 4. All right. Here's number 5. Which team's assistant manager, Ian Woan, tested positive for coronavirus, one of 6 positive tests across all of the Premier League? Number 5. Which team's assistant manager, Ian Woan, tested positive for coronavirus, one of 6 positive tests across all of the Premier League? Number 5. Did you really borrow a Citroen C5 once, Parknest? Oh, they looked incredibly uncomfortable, I have to say. We'll all be driving electric cars soon, won't we, I suppose? We've done number 5. Number 6. The 2020 special Eurovision Come Together ended with a sing-along of which winning song for the UK? Number 6. The 2020 special Eurovision Come Together ended with a sing-along of which winning song for the UK? Number 6. Number 6. Number 7. Which London theatre has called for urgent funding to avoid going out of business due to the devastating impact of the pandemic, requesting at least £5 million to get back up and running? Yeah, great shame if we lose some of these theatres. Number 7. Which London theatre has called for urgent funding to avoid going out of business due to the devastating impact of the pandemic, requiring at least £5 million to get back up and running? Number 7. Number 8. What was recently added to the UK's list of coronavirus symptoms that people should look out for and self-isolate with? Number 8. What was recently added to the UK's list of coronavirus symptoms that people should look out for and self-isolate with? Number 8. Number 9. Whose 2020 retrospective album is All That Glue? Number 9. Whose 2020 retrospective album is All That Glue? Number 9. And number 10. Who set a new UK chart record on the 15th of May 2020 when she became the oldest artist to land a top 40 on the official albums chart? Number 10. Who set a new UK chart record on the 15th of May 2020 when she became the oldest artist to land a top 40 on the official album chart? And that's number 10. All right. There you go. Good evening, John Glazerbrook. Oh, you're watching tomorrow. Are you not playing live tonight, John? I did wonder where you were. Team Ephra ran with you all this morning. Lots of work and a late lunch. Oh, you poor thing. John runs a bar. As a matter of interest, John, are you doing things to the pub, like, I don't know, screens or something like that? I saw a story, but swap over your papers now. That's all the questions. I'll give you the answers in a second or two. I saw a story of some bloke. He's got a bar. He literally hung up What was that? Where's that come from? Oh, it's that. Hang on, a mute site. Is that gone? Yeah, there we are. Sorry, no, a video started playing on the Daily Mail's page then. Wonder what the hell was going on there. Good evening to Jenny Sam. Evening to Jenny Sam. Ready? Yeah, there was the bloke. He's literally hung shower curtains up in between chairs and things like that, which I suppose in the grand scheme of things isn't a particularly expensive thing to do, really. Okay, here come the answers then. Number 1, who's become the United Kingdom's newest knight at the age of 100? It is, of course, Captain Tom Moore. Tom Moore. All that money he raised. Brilliant, isn't it, really? Brilliant. Sorry, did I frighten you there, Andy? That was a bit loud, that was. Just suddenly came out the speakers. Number 2. If you've been wishing you could enjoy a TV or radio show with friends during the lockdown, the BBC is trialling a tool to allow just that. What's it called? Answer number 2 is BBC Together. BBC Together. Okay? Oh, John's got builders in the morning. Oh, I say. I'll come down then and help you. Do they need anything held for them? I don't mind handing bricks up to them. I'll take the. I don't want a mask on. I'll take the risk. We want young builders, sort of about 25, 35. Don't want any old codgers about 40 or over. I don't want to look at anyone my own age, do I? Who wants to do that? What person in their right mind would look at someone who's roughly their own age? Answer, no one. You don't think Mandy looks at Mick Davenport anymore? In no way, do you? I'm sure she doesn't, dear. Number 3. Labour's annual party conference has been cancelled due to the pandemic crisis and will be replaced with online events. In which city was it due to take place? The answer to number 3 is Liverpool. Liverpool, that is the most sexy UK accent, that is. Liverpool. Okay. Number 4. Number 4. Large firms who borrow from the UK taxpayer during the coronavirus crisis will be banned from doing what? According to the... Oh, God's sake. Get off me. Get off me. Get off. Get off me. Number 4, large firms who borrow from the UK taxpayer during the coronavirus crisis will be banned from doing what, according to the Treasury and the Bank of England? The answer to number 4 is paying bonuses and dividends. At last, someone's seen some common sense with that one. Dear me. I am nearly 60, that is correct, Jason. I'm 57 years old, thank you. Number 5, which team's assistant manager, Ian Woan, tested positive for coronavirus, one of 6 positive tests across all of the Premier League? The answer to number 5 is Burnley. Burnley, number 5. Burnley. Number 6. The 2020 special Eurovision Come Together ended with a sing-along of which winning song for the UK? Love, Shine a Light. La, da, 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 da. Hello, Michael Pullman. Hello, Michael. Da, 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 da. Let your love, life shine in. That one. Lovely song. Number 7, which London theatre has called for urgent funding to avoid going out of business due to the devastating impact of the pandemic, requesting at least £5 million to get back up and running? The answer to number 7 is Shakespeare's Globe. Do they only have Shakespeare on that? In that case, let it go. I'm sorry, I do not get Shakespeare. Never understood what it was. Number 8, what was recently added to the UK's list of coronavirus symptoms that people should look out for and self-isolate with? And the answer number 8 is loss of smell or taste. And to be honest, there's quite a few people on this channel at the moment. I'd gladly lose my sense of smell before I ever met some of you. Number 9. Whose 2020 retrospective album is All That Glue? Number 9 is the Sleaford Mods. The Sleaford Mods. That was, excuse me, Stanley, if I may correct you there, that was not the only time England won the Eurovision Song Contest. May I suggest you do your research before coming out with comments like that? Can I mention Save Your Kisses for Me? Can I mention Making Your Mind Up? Shall I carry on, dear? Dear me. And number 10. Who set a new UK chart record on the 15th of May 2020 when she became the oldest artist to land a top 40 on the official albums chart? And the answer to that is Da Da Da, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again. So I want to be the nation's sweetheart. I want to be standing up there in a little pink tutu, singing to those wonderful army boys. Some of them haven't seen a woman for years, you know that. Terrible things can happen. Anyway, there we are. Add up your scores. Let's see what you got on that one, sweethearts. We're pushing the boundaries tonight, boys and girls. We're pushing the boundaries. We are. Okay. Guy Bentley got 4 on that team. Very low score. Very disappointed with your scoring tonight, Guy, I must say. Paul and Lou, 2 out of 10 there. Gary Davidson, 6. I thought that was a fairly easy round, that one. Okay. Gary on 6 there. Michael Pullman in the house in Australia. Jonathan Holland, 3. Andy, 6 out of 10 there. Keep them coming. You're very slow on these scores there. Ludo, 4 out of 10. Team Ludo. And the Belushi's massive in the house tonight. Kelly Kim, 6 there. Mike Responto, 4. Paul Sinclair, 4. Diane Jebb, 4. Laura Barnes, 5. That's interesting. So the difficult round was actually easier than this. DSLDG2 got -1. How'd you get a minus score at a quiz? Gav out and about on their 6. Mari, 6. Sean Pye, 5 there. Well done. Any more coming in? Fran got 7. Just a reminder, with the raffle tickets we give out at the end of the show today, these are the raffle tickets, you can win a fridge magnet. Okay? The raffle is drawn on Monday morning in Monday morning's show, which is somewhere between 9 and 11 o'clock. You can have a free raffle ticket tonight and for every show. But, slightly changed this week, you can only claim your raffle ticket while the show is on. at any time during the show. You can claim it by email or text message, okay? And when we get to the end of the show, when I say anyone want a raffle ticket, you put it in the chat box and I will reply to you with your ticket number. You must write the ticket numbers down. When we pull the raffle, we don't read the names out, okay? We read the ticket number out and then it's up to you to claim the prize, all right? So at any time during the show, like as in now, anytime while the show's on, you can send us an email, say, raffle ticket, please. I'll reply to your email after the show when we finish with your ticket number. Or you can text in on that number up there. And if you text in during the show, I will give you your raffle ticket number when we do all the raffle tickets as we normally do with the live people at the end of the show, all right? So once the show's finished, no more tickets because it was just going on and on all day long, all right? So there we are. That's the reason for that. Any more scores coming in there? Where do we get to then? Fran Green got 6. Dan 6.7. Where's he getting these points from? Where are you getting these points from, Dan? 0.7. How's that work? Jason reckons he's going to watch the show again and do it on the replay. Very good, Jason. Rachel's not here Monday. Where are you Monday then, Rachel? Where are you Monday then? Well, it doesn't matter, Rachel. You don't actually have to be here live when we pull the ticket. Just watch the show back and claim by email afterwards, darling. Just check your numbers, all right? If you ever forget your numbers, and Peter Paliwoda, I can't believe him. He was very lucky because Jason Hughes told him that he'd won. He was very lucky. That won't be happening every week. I'm telling you that now. If you've missed your numbers, or you don't know, can't remember what your numbers is, or lost your bit of paper, all you've got to do is go back to the old shows and watch the little bit at the end again, and it tells you what the numbers are. They go up there. It's not like it's like kept from you or anything like that. Stanley, this is the most British thing I've ever partaken in. Is it really, Stanley? Don't come over here. It's not really as it seems anymore. Not really. Right. Okay, it's our final round now, boys and girls. The final round is the music round. That's basically me sitting on the piano downstairs and badly playing you 10 bits of music. Okay? It's all pretty self-explanatory. Are you ready? Here we go. Round 5, the music round. Once again, it's the legendary music round. Okay, 10 little bits of music coming up for you, boys and girls. Some I want the artist, all different. I'll tell you as we go along, all right? So here is tune number 1. Name the artist and the title. And again. Number 1, artist and title of that one. All right. Song number 2, artist and title. Okay, number 2 again. Number 2, artist and title on that one. Number 3 is a nursery rhyme. Name this nursery rhyme. You were singing that then, weren't you? You were absolutely singing that then. Here it is again. Number 3, nursery rhyme. Name the nursery rhyme. You must know that one, please. I'll be so disappointed if you get that one wrong. All right? Song number 4 is a TV theme. What is the name of the TV programme? Yes, no? TV theme, song number 4. What is this the TV theme to? All right? Ignore the clock. Song number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is from a musical. Name the musical. Do you know, is it me or is this music round incredibly easy this week? I'm feeling generous today. Generous. Here it is again. Song number 5 is a musical. What is the name of the musical? Number, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. It's another song. Name the artist and the title. Just a little bit of this one, okay? And again, song number 6. That's number 6. What could it be? Song number 7. It's our weekly hymn, boys and girls. Prayer book's out. What is this hymn called? Okay. Number 7, it's a hymn. What's the name of this hymn? Okay, it's number 7. Song number 8. Name the title of the song and the artist. Song number 8, the artist and the title. Song number 9, artist and title. Number 9, artist and title. And song number 10. Name the artist and the title. Once again, song number 10. Carried away with that one. There you go. Alright, there's your 10 songs. You didn't expect a professional pianist here, did you? For God's sake, let's go back upstairs and say you're done with this one. Alrighty, ready for your answers on this one, boys and girls? Here we go. Song number 1. 1 point for Love Is All Around. 1 point for Wet, Wet, Wet. Okay. Number 2. 1 point for Queen. 1 point for I Want to Break Free. I want to break free. I want to break free from that one. Okay? 1 point for Queen, 1 point for I Want to Break Free. Number 3, this week's nursery rhyme. And hello to Chris, who's watching in America, who says they don't play nursery rhymes in America for children. They just scream at the children. The answer to number 3 was 3 blind mice. 1 point there. Number 4. The TV theme worth 1 point was Call My Bluff. Call My Bluff. Number 5. The name of the musical was Cats. Cats. Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. That one. Number 6. 1 point for Van McCoy and 1 point for The Hustle. Lovely little song. If you don't know it, check that out on YouTube. I like that song. I managed to get a house techno version of that, which I played when I was DJing some years ago in a big club. Went down a storm, I have to tell you. Number 7, this week's hymn, I'm sure Shania got this, was Abide With Me. Always often hear that one at funerals. Number 8, 1 point for Say You, Say Me. 1 point for Lionel Richie. Number 9, 1 point for How Do I Live Without You. 1 point for Leon Rimes. Are you still having trouble with that chat box there, Mick? I bet it'll sort itself out. Sometimes these things take forever for the provider to sort out. Really annoying, very annoying. Number 9, How Do I Live Without You? 1 point. Leanne Rimes, 1 point. And number 10, Strong Enough, 1 point by Cher, 1 point. Strong Enough, 1 point. Cher, 1 point. Okay? There you go. Get your scores up there. Let's see how you did. Just give me the scores for that round first. I did turn off the air conditioning for a while. I got a bit cold. Put that on again now. I never seem to find the right sort of temperature with these things. You know, if I ever got it on chucking out cold, then I get too cold and I turn it off. Then I get too warm and I turn it on again. I've been a complete waste of time me buying climate. I'm the same in the car. So I can't get the right, I can never get the right temperature there. Andy 9 on that one. Very good 9. Very good 9. Mandy Davenport, 9 as well. Well done to you, Mandy. Let's see these scores coming in now. Gary Davidson, 14. Yes. 14, Gary. Well done there. I'm just trying to wonder what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Don't like to have too much at night because it rests on your stomach, doesn't it? Paul Sinclair got 7 there. Diane Jeb 7. Jonathan Holland 10. Excellent. Hello to Amelia Phillips this evening. And evening, Amelia. Guy Bentley 9. Gary Davison 14. Kelly Kim 13 on that one. Lovely, Kelly Kim. Sean 4. Oh, Sean. Not interested in music, maybe, Sean. I don't know. Gavin Bass 9. Mari's got 8. Emily, not so good today with 6. Doesn't matter, Emily. It's only a laugh, my darling. How'd you get your Blue Peter badge? Oh, did you notice this? You can't get these ones anymore, as you well know. Look, this is old school. Let me go to another. We're surrounded by cameras in here, dear. Very professional setup. It's not just one camera. Me talking to a smartphone. 1 minute. Is it number 2? I think it's number 3. Let's try. There we go. Look at that. Look. Yeah, that's proper. That's old school Blue Peter badge. You can't get those anymore, my darling. Can't get those anymore. I sent in an idea for to measure wind speed, made out of ping pong balls and straws, when I was a little boy, and I got my Blue Peter, possibly touched by John Noakes or Valerie Singleton or Peter Purvis, possibly. That's where that came from. Thank you, Kenny. I'm so glad you noticed it. Ludo got 9 there. Gary Butler got them all. Did you get them all right today, Gary? Gary and Stacey, congratulations there. Wow. Well done, Gary and Stacey. Laura Barnes got 12. Fran, 12. Good. Paula New, 13. There you go, Paula New. That was obviously your round, that one, wasn't it? Amelia George got 7 there. George Bond. Daniel got just a 1 on that one. And that's it, I think. Is that it? Okay. Add up all your scores now for the entire game, and let's see for a laugh who got what this evening. I did reply. Some of you were asking for raffle tickets then, which I have replied to there. Sweethearts, okay, you will find that there. We forgot that this evening. Did you know the blooming lefties? The lefties were out in force today on Facebook. Boo for Boris at 8 o'clock. I mean, how pathetic is that? It's like they were in a school programme. Oh, let's boo for Boris at 8 o'clock. How pathetic does that sound? Is it me? You know, is it me? And it's quite a reasonable thing to do. It's like kids in the school playground, some of these people on Facebook. Boo for Boris. Oh, please do me a favour, will you, for Christ's sake? Andy, 39. Guy, Central and Team Ephra, 27 tonight. Oh, dear, Guy. What's happened, lovey? 27? Oh, I can't wait to see what Belushis have got tonight. Gary Davidson, 44 there. Good score there. Good score. Sean's got a Blue Peter badge. The man that cleaned the Bailey elephants. Is that what you were? Laura got a Blue Peter badge. That was for sending a design to light up one of London's monuments. We need lights in here, Laura. I need something to light up my face better than it's lit up now to make it look younger. Was it one of these, though, Laura? Or was it one of the new style one? You can't get these now. Can't get them, dear. Can't get them. Mike Responto, 20 there. You can actually get a gold Peter badge on eBay. Did you know that? For like 50 pence. Seriously. Someone in China's knocking these out. Mike Responto, 20. Diane Jeb, 26. Paul Sinclair, 29. He's getting worse every week. Never mind, Paul. Ludo got 34. Team Belushis have won tonight. So what's that? Is that 5-2 or 4-2? Is anyone keeping score? We've got a bit of a competition going on between Central Station, Ephra, and Team Belushis there. What's your score? I think it's 5-2, isn't it? 5-2 to them. Am I right in that? Well done, Ludo, and Team Belushis 34 tonight. Paul and Lou just edging up one there with 35. Jonathan Holland through 30. Sean Pye 25. Mandy 28 there for Mandy. Kelly Kim 37. Mix off fishing in a few weeks. Oh, wonderful. Please spend as long as you can there. You know, go out for months if you want to. Take your fishing rod. Please don't take a device with you. No, you don't want to watch this show, love. Don't be watching this show, Mick, while you're fishing. You have peace and quiet there, you know, for months if necessary. Feel free to go for as long as you want. I got special permission from Mandy to let you know that, my love. Fran, 37 there. Gavin Bass, 31. Peter Paliwoda, -10. Laura Barnes, 33. Guy, it's 5-2, is it? I thought it was something like that. Okay, so Team Central Station Club Effort have got 5. Team Belushis 2. Or didn't they win last week as well, Guy? Oh dear, the luck has run out. No cheating, mind. The luck has run out, Carla. You've pulled up there, my darling. Well done. Well done. Laura got one. She was 13 or 14. Or it might be. I don't know. This would have been. Oh my God, blimey, 73. I reckon 1975, 1976. This one. Happy times, the 70s. I mean, the lights used to go out now and again, but we weren't bothered by that. We weren't millennials, Laura. Oh, the lights have gone out. Oh, I can't cope. I can't cope. Who can? Oh, let's go and boo for Boris instead. Boo! Christ, how pathetic. Mari got 28 there. Yes. And it is 5-2, though, so that I'm glad you're both agreeing on that. Don't want fights on here, darling. Don't want fights. Not unless I can stand there with a video camera. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. Well done. Thanks for playing tonight. Let's do the raffle tickets on Monday. We'll be doing a raffle, okay? You can win one of those on the raffle. If you haven't emailed or you haven't texted, no one texts for a raffle, which is fine, okay? If you haven't texted or done anything like that, then please ask now for your raffle tickets and I shall give them up to you while you're watching the show live. Remember to write the tickets down, okay? Remember to write the tickets down, okay? Sorry, it's happening again, isn't it? Sometimes I don't know I'm doing it. I don't. Gold Blue Beater badge here on eBay, £2.50 from China. Comes with virus as well on there, I think. All right, there we go. Michael Lawrence, 380 for Michael Lawrence. Kelly Kim, 381. Fran Green, 382. Jason Hughes, 383. Just scroll up a little bit there. Laura, I'm not like that. If the lights go out, I just put some candles on. Absolutely, Laura. It's so easy. And it's quite romantic, that is, Laura. Put candles on with you and your boyfriend sitting there holding hands, dear. That's nice. It's nice. Why are candles romantic? Why is that? You know, it's a funny thing, actually, Laura. Yeah, last night I put a candle on in my living room. I fell in love with myself. In fact, that happened some years ago. I have fallen in love with... Why would I ever fall in love with anyone if I'm already in love with myself? Exactly. Absolutely. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. Paul and Lou, 384 for Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou. Lee Toby, 385. Diane Jeb, 386. Mari Lowe, 387. Andy, 388. I'm glad I was brought up in the 70s, Rachel. Oh, we had a scream. None of this health and safety. We used to take risks left, right and centre, dear. God's sake, we really did. James Humboldt, you're right, James. 389. Thank you, James. Rachel, 390. Thank you, Rachel. Sean, 391. Sean Pye. Carla Nash, babyface Carla, 392 for Carla Nash. Mick Davenport, 393. Ticket, please, pheasant. Hot wax. Oh, yes. Do you do hot wax, do you? People have that dripped on them, you know. Honestly, they do. Well, they like hot. What's all that about? Why would you want to have pain and so? Well, I mean, Mick likes it enough, doesn't he? As you well know. I hope that whip is sounding a little bit better now. I had a disconnected lead there, which was making the sound only come through one of the speakers from the other computer. Is that everyone? Has anyone been missed out there? There doesn't seem to be many tickets gone out there. Anyone else want a raffle ticket? Please speak now. Remember, we don't go... As soon as the show finishes, that's it. End of raffle tickets. All right? Always remember that, my darlings. It just became too much dealing with everything. All day long it was going on, getting these requests in. So that's why we did that. All right? Fran was brought up in the 60s. Yeah, I'm sure there's many of you on here. Is that everyone? Have I missed anyone out? Quickly now, because we're about to go. We're about to go. Okay? I've got some very good news for you, Jason. I don't know if I should give it today or wait till tomorrow. All right, then. You've twisted my arm. Peter was 40 in the 1970s. Peter, he's in his 70s, Peter. He's here. He's sort of recently joined the show just a few weeks ago now. Welcome to you, Peter. As Gemma Collins has had the hot wax treatment, well, it clearly hasn't melted any of her, has it? Let's read this story, especially for Jason. In the Sun, probably tomorrow. Yeah, because it only came out this afternoon. Greggs is to reopen 800 stores across the UK from mid-June. Are you happy, my love? I'm sure it'll look very different. Newcastle-based baking giants successfully trialled a small handful of branches in Tyneside earlier this month. In just over 2 weeks' time, they will now open the doors to its 800 stores across the country in a move likely to bring some joy to the nation. Greggs is the place, isn't it? How can you not like something in Greggs? Are they more popular in this country than McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and all that lot? They've got to be up there as one of the leaders, haven't they? I love the Greggs. Some of them have started opening at night time before all this nasty business came along, didn't it? Greggs spokeswoman said, "We've planned and delivered robust shop trials using our new operational safety measures and have now progressed well, allowing us to move to open an increased number of our shops from mid-June." So, one of the shops in Kingston Park that was open in Newcastle, shoppers were said to be queuing out of the door to get their hands on pasties and coffee. Greggs pasties, Greggs vegan sausage rolls, and the cakes. You know the cakes with the pink icing? Oh, yes. I doubt you'll be able to sit there. Does it say what they're going to do? It doesn't say yet. It just says retailers will have to follow strict new social distancing lines. I saw on the you like the sausage rolls, do you there, John? Sorry, James. He likes the sausage rolls there. Spud you like? I remember Spud you like, Peter. My mum and dad used to go there in Kingston. There was one in Kingston. I saw a little shop on the television today. It actually took me back some years. And Peter, you'll remember this when you used to go into a shop. And I particularly remember Sainsbury's in Peckham Rye. We used to live in Peckham until 1969 when I was a little boy there. And the Sainsbury's there, I remember you would go in there and all this stuff, all the tins, everything they would be behind a counter. And you had this marble counter going right around the shop. So it was let me draw. I'm now going to draw for you one of my diagrams, boys and girls. I'm very good at drawing diagrams. Here we go. Right, so you'd have the shop like that. Hang on a minute, let me just draw this for you. And there would be a counter going all the way round the shop like that. And another one in the middle there. So that's it. So if that was the shop, you'd go in, and this counter would go all around the shop like that. And behind the counter would be stuff like tins and washing powder and things like that. And you'd have to ask, "Oh, could I have some washing powder?" Well, to give that to you and that. And then you move along somewhere else, and you might say, "Oh, all this stuff would be behind the counter: apples, meat, everything. You wouldn't be able to help yourself. Nothing got nicked. Nothing got nicked ever." And the same in the middle. You have some stuff being sold in the middle, and again various tills and all that. And there was a picture on the telly, I think it was one of the smaller corner shops, and everything had been moved behind a screen, literally. A plastic screen with a little door there for you to poke. Well, they don't want you to use money anymore, because money can carry this. It's been said that money can carry this virus as well. So the idea of that was you don't use money. They don't want you to use money, but the banks have wanted that all the time, haven't they? They've wanted us not to use money for a very long time now. But this will just further it along, I think. I don't want to touch anything. I've been to Lidl a couple of times. I've started using my Apple Pay thing, and you just hold your phone near this machine and it goes bleep and it's done. I usually have to do it twice because I've done something wrong. But yeah, it's very good. It is good. And I've kind of got used to this cashless thing now. It took me a long time with that. But I didn't want to pick anything up from an extra, a fiver that had been handed to me or something like that. Anyway, so all this stuff in this corner shop was now behind the counter, right? And there was a screen going all around the shop, a plastic screen. So, I suppose that would be quite good for to stop robbers as well when you think about it. Going in there and nicking sweets and things like that. Yeah, I don't suppose you'll ever get, sort of hundreds of children going into a sweet shop now and grabbing all these sweets. That won't be allowed anymore, will it? Well, we'll see where we are in a year's time or whatever. So I definitely remember Spud You Like as well, Peter, which was quite nice there. Amelia Phillips, I think you got one, Amelia. You got 379. You've already asked by email, Amelia. You've already asked by email. You can only have one ticket per show. Amelia, you've asked twice, darling. And now you've sent another email. Why is that? You've had one already, darling. You've 1, 2, there's now 4 requests for you from a raffle ticket. 379. You only get one, sweetheart. All right. Check your email. Peter, Sainsbury's, Camberley High Street, 1953. Massive bacon slicing machine. I remember those slicing machines. Cool, there must have been some accidents on there. I was always worried, you might order half a pound of bacon or something like that. You'd take it out. It was wrapped in a piece of paper, wasn't it? Wrapped in. There was no plastic. There didn't exist plastic. There was no plastic. No cling film or anything like that destroying the environment. It was all paper. Oh, Sean. Sean sent us a super chat there. Thank you, Sean. That's for the Super Chatters raffle. We have a Super Chatters raffle every Thursday, boys and girls. Like Sean has just done there, sometimes nice people send me tips. please do not send me a tip if you've got no spare cat. Please don't do that. I hate to think that you're sitting there not eating because you sent me your last pound or something like that. You know, but if you want to, you know, you're free to send a super chat. As a way of saying thank you for that, we have now a Super Chatters raffle, which is on Thursday nights, boys and girls. And for every pound tip that you sent me, I'll give you a free raffle ticket. So Sean's just got himself 10 free raffle tickets, and they go in this jar here. So I'll just write those out for you, Sean. You were saying about Camberley. Sainsbury's Camberley Ice. Yeah, I remember that bacon slicing machine. And, you know, you'd open this packet of bacon when you got home and wrapped in paper. You know, I often wondered if we would find a slice of someone's hand in there at some point. They seemed incredibly dangerous, those slicing machines. Really, really dangerous. Never mind. Let's just write all these little bits and pieces down now. So don't forget, gang, if anyone sends a tip, you do get a free raffle ticket every time you send us a quid. All right. Let's just write these out for Sean. And put those in there. And as I say, the raffle is on Thursday mornings. Within Thursday morning's show, this week's Super Chatters prize is one of our brand new winners' mugs. These are the winners' mugs. They only arrived this week, so anyone, I know that some of you only watched the quiz night rather than all the other stuff that we do here. Okay, they're the new mugs, all right? The black bit there, it's a little bit small, the writing on there, admittedly, which means I can't bring it to you without it going out of focus, you see. But it says on there, UK Lockdown 2020, and it says there, I'm a Chris Reardon winner. There's only about 30 of these that have been made. I think it's 30 in the box. Okay, so once they're gone, they're gone. You won't be able to get any more of those. All right. So if you want a chance with those, you know what to do. There's Amelia. If you ask once more, I shall block you. I shall block you. That's 5 times now you've asked for raffle tickets. Why do you keep asking? That's not fair on everyone else, darling. Think of everyone else watching the show, my love. All right. You must always think of other people watching the show. There you go. There's all your tickets there, Jason, and thank you very much for the tip there. Okay, all right, all there, and the ones underneath my hand there as well. There you go. All right. Let's put these in here, and then it'll be time to go. I think we've done the birthdays this morning, didn't we? Okay, so put all those in there. There you go, all going in there. I've got a feeling you might win that mug, actually. You might actually. I've got a feeling you'll win that mug. You've got so many tickets for that this week, haven't you? Okay. Did we play the Super Chatter jingle for you, Jason? Sean? There you go, just in case I forgot it. You never know. I have a mind like a sieve, as you well know. Let's have a look. It's ridiculous. Amelia, you've now sent 2 more emails asking for a raffle ticket. I think George Bond is doing that rather than Amelia. I've got a feeling someone's being a little bit naughty tonight. Okay, so don't bother asking for another raffle ticket tomorrow because you're not getting one. And that's it. Please don't take the mick. Please don't take the mick out of me. Butler slapped into £0.5 with wooden pallets. That's right, the butter. I remember it, Peter. I was only a little boy then, you know. All right. Ludo. Thank you, Ludo. 396 for young Ludo. Texting in there, 396 Ludo. Okay, on one of these, 396, there's your one there. Is that everyone? I think it is. Okay, gang, thanks very much for joining us on our Tuesday quiz. I hope you've had a good time tonight. I've enjoyed it. I should go downstairs and watch the news. See what they're saying about poor Dominic today. Oh, you shouldn't have got in your car. Moan, 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 moan. Can we have some new news, please? Can we have some new news on there? Same old crap going around and round. I'll see you at some point tomorrow morning, boys and girls, usually somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks very much for joining us. Cheerio now.